Yo, what's up everybody? I am your boy B Jones and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now today, I am reviewing the very first episode of the Queens of R&B with XSCAPE and SWV. Boy, when I tell you these ladies got some drama. You know, we reading the blogs and all that and we see what's going on social media, especially with XSCAPE. You see their drama, but I'm happy that I'm able to start reviewing this show because I kept on saying I want to pick a show to review and all that, but I always watch shows late. So probably 2 or 3 episodes to go by and I miss everything, and so I'm late, so now I don't want to start it. But I have started this episode on time, this whole season on time. And I think because I'm kind of like invested in it, because XSCAPE is my favorite, all-time favorite female R&B group. All time. So I'm kind of invested in it with that. I've already seen their last reality docu-series, Just Kicking It on Bravo. That was real good. You seen some behind the scenes stuff that you really didn't know, but you kind of heard about it a little bit, stuff like that. But they had some drama, some big drama, physical fights and all. They had some drama. Yeah, it was real. It was real in the 90s back there for them. But I also love SWV, sisters with voices and me singing. I get so weak in the knee, I can hardly speak. I knew. I can't do all that. But it's some drama, you know what I'm saying? So we always know it's always Kandi and Tasha. Kandi and Tasha. I just got to the end that Kandi and Tasha just don't like each other. I think it's love there. I think it is love there. But I think they have been through so much and went through so much with each other and battled each other. And I feel like people had their own inputs in it. And that probably drew them away. And it's just, if you just don't deal with somebody, you just don't deal with somebody. Like me, once I get a little sense of somebody I don't deal with, I don't really want to deal with you no more. So I understand it. Did they make things work? For the money they did, but I don't know what happened. But anyways, let's get into this episode. It's a lot to unpack even on the first episode, so I know this whole series is gonna be good because the first episode was a lot. So let's see. So it first started off at the beginning, just telling their whole story about how they got together, how XSCAPE got together in the 90s, and Jermaine Dupri discovered them also, and also how they broke up. And they broke up in 98. I'm not sure their issues. It's probably some of the issues they're doing now. Latasha obviously got a solo deal and left the group. They say it's because Kandi was supposed to be sleeping with Jermaine Dupri. I don't know about that. I wasn't there, so all this is allegedly, but this is stuff that has came out of these individuals' mouths or people that was around that I followed the story. Tamika Scott did an interview on the radio saying Kandi did slept with this one, slept with that one in defense of her sister, and those were lies, as that's why Kandi got mad, and that was really like sealed the deal with them. But I just want to know, with the story we've already heard and we know they already had a show on Bravo, why do these producers keep asking the same question of why did Tamika do the radio interview? Why they keep bringing up? If Tamika and Kandi have moved on, Tamika has apologized, Kandi has accepted that apology, why won't those Bravo producers or anybody else just forget that whole story? I understand that some people didn't know about the interview. Yes, I do understand that, but I feel like it opens up a patch each time that it's brought up. I don't know. I'm not in there. It's not my business, but I'm just seeing how I'll probably feel just hearing that over and over and over again. So we also see how SWV got together and also how they broke up. I didn't know that Lily and Taj didn't really like Coco, so I don't know if this what Coco assumed or what, but she said that they didn't like her. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but I know Coco also wanted to go solo. She has a beautiful voice, a powerful, beautiful voice. So I understand why she would go solo, but they realized that they stronger together. So if you're stronger together, might as well be together. Then the whole thing was brought up about the verses with SWV and XSCAPE. Now Coco and Taj, maybe Lily too, feel like that SWV won the versus battle. It's not really a battle, it's not really a competition, but you know, this is America, this is social media, this is all of networks and all that. So somebody that, of course, they're gonna bring competition in. So they feel like they won. They said the billboards voted them as the winners of the verses. I like SWV, yeah, I do. I honestly don't believe they won. Even with the performance, if you go back and you see them perform, do you want to? And when they did tonight, oh, they won that hands down. They won that hands down. You can't. There's no comparison. There's no. And like I say, I honestly like SWV, but honestly love XSCAPE. I love the XSCAPE in the music. I know every XSCAPE song that's out. That's just me. So let's get into the episode. I feel like I'm getting beside my point here. So they started off in the studio. Candy was in there listening to legs and hips and body. Yeah, she was listening to that, you know, a song that was in her play. And Tiny comes in. Tiny looking good on this show. Y'all like to talk about my girl. Tiny looking good as hell. Y'all better X that. But Tiny came in. And then they played one of their unreleased tracks called Come Clean with Candy and Tiny. I don't know why they won't release that stuff. That song was banging now. It had that 90s feel, that 90s vibe. Of course, it was recorded back then. So I feel like they should release some of these songs. They can remix it and they can add Tamika if they want to. When Tasha get back on the same page, I can add Tasha. I don't know. So then Tamika came in, and you know, they talk. I feel like those three have a better relationship. I think it gets in the mix when Tasha get involved. Now, Tamika did say that her and Candy was great friends before the group, and they also met Tiny first. So those three met first. Then she introduced them to her sister. Really, Candy and already knew Tasha too, because all they went to the same school, but Tiny didn't. So I feel like they have a good, you know, good rapport with each other. So we finally figure out what happened with the sisters, the beginning start of what happened with them. So I'm gonna play some audio from the show last night and let y'all hear what happened to them.
So what shit? I mean, as far as like one sister, we haven't talked since Vegas. Y'all saw the text. Y'all saw how we was going back and forth. I sent the text in.
And I was dying when I was reading the text. We had the show in Vegas. Tamika and Candy got locked out of their dressing trailer or whatever.
We were locked out of our dressing room for a whole hour. Tasha and Tiny kick it in their trailer just fine. They changed their clothes. Tasha, she just was like, deuces, and got the hell on and left us where we were. I don't understand what was so deep about the text though.
She feels like Tamika body shamed her in the text.
How?
Tamika said if you had an ass to kiss.
Tiny bye. It was a figure of speech. There was no thought in that. That's not body shaming. Everyone who left without making sure we were good can kiss my ass. Here comes Tasha. Kiss my ass. Make sure you know what you're saying when you tell the person to keep walking. Tamika says, if you had an ass to kiss.
Hell no.
The audio of what happened and how it started with the whole text. So that was the audio of that. So here's my thing. People get mad, especially siblings, they get mad and all that. Just forgive and forget. I don't feel like that was that deep to say that, because I done cuss my siblings out. I done cuss my cousins out. I done cuss them all out. Kiss my ass, okay. And if you have an ass to kiss, she feel like that was body shaming. Because, okay, Tiny has had work done on her body. Tamika has done work done on her body. Candy has as well, but I don't think Candy had like her butt done or anything like that. But all them, when you look at it, all them got a little something, a little cushion. Tasha, on the other hand, she was a bigger girl. She was big back in the 90s. But now she has, you know, became vegan, works out. She looked good to me. Honestly, she don't lost weight. She looks real good to me. But she doesn't have a butt as big as the other three. But I don't think that was too much body shaming. And I don't think that Tasha is like I don't know if she could feel like a insecure person, but I think the person she is now, I don't think she's insecure. I don't think so. But probably back then with her size, you know, she was much bigger than the rest of them. So she probably felt insecure. And that's why she went and lost weight. You know, I feel like I gotta lose weight, you know. But that started off with that. Then we went over to SWV. SWV was rehearsal for their upcoming concert. And their manager brought up the whole XSCAPE SWV concert situation. Brought that up. Well, it was a tour at that time. So when I seen it, I ain't think Coco was interested. Coco looking like, man, I don't want to do this. Like, why is we doing? That's how she looks. I was like, well, damn, I don't think she want to be involved in this. But she said she wanted to be involved, so I could be wrong. But I don't know. But that's when the whole versus conversation happened too. And I'm telling you, the people did not win that versus. I don't care what they say. Now, going over to Tasha. Tasha, I like seeing her and her mom wife element. You know what I'm saying? I did not know Candy and Candy had introduced her and Rocky. Now, I didn't think they was that close. I guess to be around, I didn't know if Candy probably had a friendship with Rocky already, and that's how they introduced. I don't know, but I wouldn't have thought that. But hey, we found out something new every day, don't we? Then we found out that Tasha was involved with the guy. She already had a boyfriend, and Rocky wanted her. She left her boyfriend from Rocky. Ain't that some messy shit? And Rocky went up there and told the boyfriend, oh, she gonna be my lady, she gonna be my girlfriend, so you might as well just leave the rehearsal. Ain't that some message? That's some mess, ain't it? But hey, they together, they got a child, they married, they been together, I think on the show she said 27 years, so hey, works out for them, works out for me. We moved on to Tiny. As you can see right now, they're just going to each person individuals, and really they really didn't go to SWV individually too much. They probably gonna do that in later episodes. But XSCAPE, this is probably XSCAPE individual episode. So now we at Tiny. We seeing Tiny in mummy mode. She got other family members there making some smooth. I thought she would make some daiquiris, you know what I'm saying, get a little drink, but she making the kids, you know, virgin smoothies and stuff like that. So I love to see that. And Major has grown up. Like, damn, Major voice deeper than mine. I remember watching the T.I. Family Hustle and all that, and Major voice deeper than mine. Ain't something? Now, on to some mess for real. Taj, group member of SWV, she decided to have a brunch, to host a brunch, to speak on how they would like the tour between SWV and XSCAPE, how it's gonna go. So all the ladies arrived, fashionably late, because if you hear Taj say, I'm so glad to have y'all here. Finally, I waited for y'all all day. That was a little bit shady. Now, as they walking in, I see a lot of ladies, they greeting each other, hugging each other, but not everybody. Tasha walked in. Tasha walked in on some bull, on some, and I like Tasha. I love Tasha now, but she walked in on some, I ain't with this and I ain't messing with y'all. To me. So, we already know her and Candy's beef is, I just don't understand, but her and Candy beef is, they just don't rock with each other. So, I felt like, oh, she wasn't gonna even say nothing to Candy anyways, but they did a general hello, she walked on by, and then, Tiny, I think Tiny was a little shocked, because Tiny was like, well, you don't want to hug your sister? She said, of course. So Tiny and Tasha hugged, which they, you know, they close in the group. So they hugged. Tamika got them. She barely looked at Tamika. Tamika said something about, oh, you look nice or something. And Tasha said, thank you. So she wasn't with it. So everybody is agreeing with this tour. I'm liking what Tamika saying, how she want the production to be. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be lit. You know, the way she wanted everything done. Tasha, I had to put my head down. Tasha was not interested in this. Tasha was out the loop. Tasha was like, well, what? You know what I'm saying? You act like you ain't in the picture, like what's going on? She said she wasn't interested. She had a lot of reservations. And her reservations were because they had internal stuff going on in their group. Which I understand. I can understand that you don't want to bring people in, and y'all not even seeing on the right page. So you probably don't want to bring SWV in because you don't want to mix all that in. But I feel like she could have spoke that to her group members before that event, because now y'all about to go blow for blow if somebody say the wrong thing, because you know what I'm saying, you ain't speaking to them. So SWV, I like the advice they was giving them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we not talking right now and all that, but hey, let's go get this money. If I know this situation bringing me a lot of damn money, hey, let's go get this money, because that's what it's about. It's not about, oh, I don't like this one. I don't work with people who I couldn't stand, but I know I had to get my money. You know what I'm saying? So when Lily said, hey, it's just a time you just grow the fuck up. It is a time you just grow the fuck up. Because why are you still beefing at y'all age? Either you going to deal with the situation or you going to let it go. And like I say, this is my favorite group. And I want to see all four of them together. I would love to see all four of them together all the time. I understand each individual have their own separate things going on. But I feel like they can all come together, because I can guarantee you on that tour, that Great Escape tour, they made a good bag. A big bag. You know what I'm saying? If I had a group, goddamn it, I can't sing like that. But if I had a group, that's what I want. Come together. Now I'm gonna say this. Candy Burris Tucker, she did good in that meeting, and I won't even lie. You know, we always know Candy gonna have her opinion. She gonna say what she gonna have to say. Now, I don't know what was edited out. I don't know, but Candy really sat there and she did not say too much. It was plenty of times she probably could have said something to Tasha right then, but I think she really kept it professional and she really did not say much, and that was good. That was good. I just wish everybody could do that. That was good. So we go to now. Candy has an individual moment with her and the kids and Todd. It's good to see her in mommy mode. You know what I'm saying? Todd suggests that the group should get a therapist. They should have a group therapy session with the group. I don't know if that's gonna work. These ladies have been together since teenage years, doing the same thing. So what I've seen, because I look at some people in my family that's grown up from children to adults, they still do the same kind of arguments. They say to go through the same thing. They love each other one minute, they argue the next. They do it every time. So I don't know. If the group thing with the group therapist would work. We shall see. So I hope so, because like I say, as Tamika stated on the show, nobody don't want to be 60 talking about some you my little secret. So get your bag now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is all timeless music, but get the bag while the bag is there to get. You know what I'm saying? So now we go through the whole shebang. Now this part was kind of sad to see, You know what I'm saying? If you know, dealing with your family members and stuff like that, and they go through stuff, they probably shocked. Well, actually, I seen Speak on it. Candy posted Speak on it about the show with Mona Scott Young. She's the creator and executive producer of the show. She said that kind of threw them blind. They didn't know that was going to happen. But it's sibling rivalry. So Mama G, Miss Gloria, they call her Mama G. Of course, any mama who know their children are on bad terms when they usually be on good terms, she gonna want to see what's going on. They get there first. Tasha get there first, then Tamika. Now Tamika say, and I think this is in every family. In every family, there's always favoritism. Or you feel like this one the favorite, that one was a favorite. So Tamika says she feel like Tasha is the favorite child of her mother. So I know me and my sister go through that. She feel like I'm the favorite with my mom, and I feel like she the favorite with my daddy. So I be like, well, you know, it's the vice versa now. I mean, I guess you just have different relationships. I don't know. But she says she feel like that it's always 2 against 1. They always gang up on Tamika, and Tamika feel like that her mama gonna always take her side in this situation. Now what got me, I don't know, cause I seen Candy speak on this on Speak On It too. I don't know if Bravo was being messy or what was going on. But why did they put that thing in words under saying, her mama saying when they was getting into it and saying stuff with each other, she's jealous, saying Tamika was jealous of Tasha. Now that's some messy shit. Listen to it, I feel like Mama G was taking Tasha's side, be honest. And I feel like that in this moment, they poked the bear too hard, and they just kept poking the bear, as in they're poking Tamika. They's making her mad. I'm seeing it every time. She like trying to breathe, trying to calm down. You know how that go. But they kept going, kept saying stuff. So she turned around and told her mama, and told Tasha, her and Rocky stole her money. Now ever since the trailer brought out, I've been wanting to know, is this true that she steal money or what? So from what on the show it was saying, Tiny mama, Miss Diane, she told Tamika years ago about some royalty checks from XSCAPE that they were supposed to have. Now I didn't know how much these checks was. I didn't know none of that. You can say these checks was $30,000 that was cashed in Rocky's account. Say the proof was in the pudding. Say she could have sent them to jail and still can about her money. And I don't blame you, sis. Either you and your husband give my money. I don't want to put you in jail, sister. Hell no. I already want my sister in jail, but your husband, he got to go. He will be right in jail sitting there. You know what I'm saying? So that was a lot. So as you see, this is gonna be some drama. And they say each episode is just getting more and more and more and more and more. And I'm here to see it. I wish they'll come together and make amends and do what they need to do. But, you know, this is life. Sometimes life don't happen like that. Sometimes you go through some bullshit. So, but next Sunday will be episode 2. And we'll see how it goes. As the next previews, you can see in the previews that Tamika and Mama G outside, and they going head to head about this money. So I don't know if Tamika done told Mama G this, that Tasha them stole her money, but Tamika is finally speaking up. And the scenes in the show, she's saying that she always took up for Tasha. Whenever way Tasha went, I always lived for her mama and Tasha, but now she is living for herself. I'm glad she found her independence to, you know, make her decisions and follow through with her decisions. But I pray they can all come back together as family and come together as a group. But so that was a lot. But that is my review for episode 1 of the queens of R&B. So just kick it. Just kicking. Please like, share, and subscribe, and press that bell notification so you can see every time I drop.